Welcome to another GCBASIC demonstration. This is part 20 for the PIC18FxQ24. This is the final in this set. I will do one more video on the issues I determined when doing this project, but that'll be in a different set of videos. So, part 20, last video. Like and subscribe. That is important, please. So Q24 is now supported by great GCBASIC. It's got 10 bits ADC, I2C, SPI, serial, PNW, 8 CLC, multiple voltage domains, lots of different formats, but it works great. So what have we seen in these videos? I've listed them. Like one, we've done the hardware. We've got the basic LEDs to work. Then we made them flash in many different ways. We then started using the ADCs. Then we used video 4, how do we do delays, and how then 5, inputs, 6, how you use the master clear or reset switch. Then we brought that all together in video 7 in the classic LED flashing sequence with reverse, with a bit of ADC for the timing. Brought it all together using scale. We then started to introduce the serial terminal, timer overflows, 8-bit timers, 16-bit timers, EEPROM, I2C, SPI, pulse width modulation, 7 different ways, 8 in total, if you look at it really. There's 7 different ways, definitely. External interrupts, stories, all the different types, CLC, the complexity of the tool chain and how wide ranging that is, and then MPLAB-X and how you can integrate that and use that to debug the programs. Really robust set of videos. Did we cover everything? I'll show you what we didn't cover. So GCBASIC is an open source compiler for PIC, and it works really well. If you want to get started into microcontrollers, this is a good chip to start with. I've shown this diagram several times. The core compiler does it all for you. You take your source code, put my pen on, take your source code, consume the libraries, and we pre-process that for you to get that into a common code. We assemble it, we link it, and we generate a hex file. There is no complexity to that. It will do that automatically. But it will also pass out specific assembly files into different linkers to produce a hex file. You can use PKS, MPASM, MPLAB IDE. I'm sure there are others that we haven't even tested, but these are the big ones, and they have to work. And so the only laboratory lab piece of what I want to do here is review this diagram, because this is the data sheet. And you don't need to see what's written on here, but it tells you what is covered by GCBASIC. The only thing that truly is not covered that I've not actually sat down and written the code for is what's called number 11, vectored interrupt controller module. I ought to go do that sometime next year. But anything in dark green, we have seen in these videos. We've seen majority of this chip. Things like CRC, or the resets I've actually covered. I could change this and go, yeah, DMA, we have DMA for stuff we didn't cover. DMA, there are really good DMA demonstrations. There are really good PMD disable, that's disable the modules. Really good signal routing, multi-voltage, definitely showing you that 1,000 times in this video. There isn't everything that's on this screen. If I haven't shown it to you, we support it, apart from vectored interrupt control. It's just I haven't got time to do enough videos. Enough is enough. You could go and discover how these work by looking at the data sheet, looking at the example codes, and there will be, I'll give you an example, fixed voltage reference. I haven't done a video on it. There are demonstrations on FVR. Temperature indicator modules. There are demonstrations elsewhere for that. I don't have to put everything in this suite. What I'm doing is covering the basics, because if these core components work that I listed in the review at the top of the first 19 videos, if they work, everything else should work for you. It's a comprehensive set of videos that covers the bases. Still flashing. Works well. PIC18F works well. All been resolved. Any issues were outstanding, we've resolved them. So the tutorials are up on GitHub. They're actually within the installation as well. The presentations are up on GitHub. They're also installed with your installation if you download the demonstration pack. So they're all there ready for your use. So you can then consume this and adapt and change as you see fit. Summary. Won't go through this again. It works. Enjoy.